Hello, it's Chris here, looking on a Wild Vortex, and I thought I'd do I'm making a site at the minute, which requires that I code up a front end, one-page portfolio site with Bootstrap. So I figured I'd just do that, but talk as a code and make it into kind of like a tutorial, I suppose, on how to do that. So at the minute I've just started already. I kind of only just thought I might as well record this. I've started declaring my basic HTML tags for content, HTML head, body. There's some whole divs which have got nothing in there yet, a footer, closing HTML. This is what I'm making. So I just got to follow that design. So that's the design I'm following. Let's get back into it. So I'm just putting in, at the minute I'm just putting in my star sheet references, links to star sheets, which is important for it's got a background music on. Let's turn that down a bit because it's distracting me. Right. So yeah, I've just put in a link to Starsheet there. I've downloaded all the source files from Bootstrap, so you can get that off. These JavaScript folder and this CSS folder are both downloaded all the source from the Bootstrap site. So I've just done that, making sure that that directory is pointing to the right place, which it should be. I haven't tested it yet, obviously, because I haven't put anything in there yet. Right, what do I want to do next? So I need more. I'll put the scripts in a bit, but I need to. I think I'm going to create a custom style sheet as well, just so I can have something to work along with. CSS dot. Let's put custom, but that's how I usually rename things. You can name it whatever you want, obviously. Save that. A new one here. I'm using the IDE. I'm using is Visual Studio Code, which I find just the one I'm used to. I use Atom sometimes as well, which is quite good. Custom CSS. There's nothing in there yet, but it's just the Bootstrap. That supposed to do that to control things like fonts and stuff, etc., etc. So I just might put like font. I'll put like. Just put these in later on. I'm going to change all this later. I'm just putting in this kind of as a put these fonts. Oh. So using okay, so I need to find that. I'll find that out later anyway. That's not too. I'm not going to do the entire. I'm not going to do the entire project in this video. I'm just doing this as a demonstration, basically. So yeah, I'm just basically just doing custom CSS style sheet. So I've linked that should be linked now. CSS custom and then custom here. Oh, misspelled that. I just have to rename it. I misspelled that wrong. Has to be the same, otherwise it won't work. Right. Let's put whatever for now. Like, it's generic. Don't even need to do that yet. Actually. So we'll put it for Ghana now. Let's just change it later on. Should also. Oh, it's been so long since I used CSS or anything really. I'm a bit out of practice at the minute with coding in general. Well, I'm not really, but I keep on forgetting. Well, because when you're switching between languages, it's very easy to forget what they're commenting out. Syntax is, so I just remembered now. So just that's / and then asterisk, and then just I always forget the CSS one. / asterisk / is just the way to do that. It's good to comment in code. It's good practice to get into. I mean, you don't always have to do this, but you still have to do it for every single thing. I'm just doing it to demonstrate a point, really. Okay, so you'll see on like the Bootstrap, hasn't got the info and everything. It's just got who the authors are, links to the website, yada yada yada, and no explanatory code. Because it's such a large CSS, it would probably take CSS file that would be for whoever did that. I mean, it probably was commented on. Anyway, I'm going off of one now. Blah blah blah. Scripts. Get some scripts in there. SLC. Script source. I think it's just JavaScript, and I just want the. Might get some. I'm gonna get jQuery in there as well. I think we'll do that in a bit. Bootstrap. Most of the JavaScript we're using will probably be Bootstrap. Well, actually, I think I can do most of what I need to do for this site with just the Bootstrap custom generic JavaScript file, so it should be right actually. So the plan of this is do this front end just with a static HTML site, and then I'm going to transfer it over to WordPress theme afterwards. Okay, right. Blah 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 blah. That's it. Just because I was looking at that above. Cover down. That should link the JavaScript, but no, let's just test that this does anything. Right, type in some. I'll start putting in the HTML for the menu as well, and then I'll go into doing that. So what I'm doing now is just h1 tag, so the header tells the HTML to render out that piece of text to render out as a header, which I'm sure that's not going to be too difficult for people who've done HTML before. Render C, there we go. And let's just open this up. Yeah, so so you can see that that's not the generic font. Let's just inspect that. So that's being applied, I think. Is it? Doesn't look like a generic font, so it must be. Oh yeah, I'll be using. I know, it's because using the. Yeah, there's nothing. That's because of the Bootstrap. So that's working, which is good to know. Okay, so we just got that at the minute, which isn't much. So let's just need to get up the menu. I mean, one of the beautiful things about Bootstrap is I don't have to now write a bunch of custom CSS. The only reason I've created that custom CSS is just in case I need to create any like random additional CSS, which I don't want to modify the source Bootstrap, because it's just, I'd rather just keep them separate. That's my opinion. I mean, you can edit the source Bootstrap if you really wanted to, but it just gets messy. So I'm just going to navigate to Bootstrap's site, look up the The way I have to code this, because it's just been a while since I did it. That's the one thing you get used to as well. Just so show the Bootstrap. This is the Bootstrap site. You've got all the documentation here. So all I need to do is a little menu, basically. At this point, actually, probably better to get my I need to get my grid working, as in like. So it's basically full width. So I need to do that, which I think, if I remember correctly, is I think it's something like this, but I can't remember. Oh no, it's what is it again? Let's look up on here. Containers. Oh, just div class container. Just because I had a forward container. That's it. I was right then. Doubting myself. Okay, so that creates a container for everything. Then I probably want to create. Yeah, container fluid actually. Yeah, so that was right. That was off a bit. There we go. So this creates a fluid one. It's the entire width, which is what we want. And then basically, let's looking at the design. Let's get it up. Okay, so we want. It's just basically separating out each one. So we want to separate out as a div, which will in PHP will just be its own template that you just inject in. Right, so I just have to give. Oh, I know each one should have a. Okay, I think there's probably something in the Bootstrap for that kind of thing. Well, actually, no, yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm just thinking aloud. Pretty much all I need to do is just add a container. Oh, not a container. Best way to do it is probably. Yeah, this is how I usually do it. So you container width and then, yeah, row. It's just each one's a row, isn't it? Really. And then, so let's get it up again. Let's have each one in each kind of. This is the top. I'll start. Okay. Indent that as well, cause well. Yeah, I haven't done it. Let's have each one of these indented so it just makes it easier to read for me. That's not that. That's Let's write off. I've got 4 of these, I think. Ah, for fuck's sake. What? Why is that doing that? Ah, fuck off. Sorry. A bit harder. Okay, so I'm just adding. This will come apparent what I'm doing in a second. I just. I mean, I could add another class to that, or you can add 2 classes to one, but I'm not going to do that. Well, I might do just for the first demonstration. No, it doesn't matter. I was going to maybe add a. Alright, okay, so. The image, it's going to have an image in it somewhere. Just remembering what I can for design. Let's create a new folder for that in a second. Background.jpg. We'll create in there. Let's click the design again, just keep on matching it up. So that's basically the top one. That's the first row, second row, third, and then I'll create them as I go along. Okay. This is going to be like logo. Just creating the menu elements for this first one. Outer space. Just creating that. And I think there's classes for that. I just can't remember what they're called in Bootstrap. Quickly look that up. Change the music. Put a bit of brilliant. I'll put a bit of clone on that. That's do it right. Right. So what we're going to do next is Bootstrap. I just need to remember where Bootstrap is. Oh yeah. Just need menus. Can't remember the. Just looking at the. Navs. Oh yeah, that's all I need. And the lights into there. Here are you wasted yourself away. Right, so we've got something very basic there. Let's just have a look, see what's going on in the code. Okay, that's right. We just need to, as you can see, that container fluid is 100%. Let's just turn it off responsive. It's actually responsive as well, it looks like. Yeah. So I don't want that on anyway. Oh, I hate when it does this, 100%. Right. Oh, come on, stupid thing. Oh yeah. So I mean, that's not, doesn't look anything right at the minute, but I mean it's just there, which is good. So there's classes there, and let's just compare it. Yeah, and I have to do the CSS on it in a bit, but do that later. Here are these all. There's an image in there, logo. You must take yourself away. Let's get an image in there. Something generic for now. Leave us and go. No, I'll do that on page. When I get to WordPress, I have to do it so you upload it. You can upload a background image in WordPress. Random image, holder image or something. No, a placeholder image will do. Let's use that'll do. Doesn't have to be anything really. Oh! It's web design, find that. You're the only one. Right, so what I'm doing now is just downloading a placeholder image for that, creating that second div which is further down. I've got that in there, so just try and get that in. Too many tabs open, my god. Creating a folder for images just because it makes it more tidier and just easier to understand, really, I think, for someone who's just going into it. So just making it up. Oh, I need to see that as a background of element. That's the thing. Yeah, let's see what that looks like anyway. If it works. Oh, I think there's a Bootstrap. If I remember right. Yeah. Background image or something. To leave us and go home. That's it, yeah. Images. What is it? A JPEG. Ah, that's why it's PNG. I have to check things like that. It's just a different file type. I wouldn't usually use PNG, but it's just a placeholder, so it doesn't really matter. It's not that. There we go. Though that should be going to 100%, which is annoying. It's not. Don't know why that's happening. Yeah, that should. I need to stretch all the way across. I thought I'd just done that. So let's have a look quickly. Ah, max width. Weird. Let's just create it 100%. Not fair. So it's got that class applied to it. So, well, I don't know, that should work. Okay. Alright, I need to sort that out as well. I'll just get all these divs in there. I'll get the basic layout out and then I'll sort all this stuff out later. That's what we've got next. What section is next? So we've got that. And like a base. So there's two columns split. So it's about us, and then we've got two columns here, which needs splitting out. So I know how to do that. Let's go into that next. The next piece of content. That's wrong. There's too much space in there. Let's get this. It's wasteful. Just formatting my code so it looks better and it's easier to read and understand. That's a bit of a weird way of formatting it before, because I just copied it from Bootstrap. That's better. It's less wasteful of space. There you go. That makes more sense to me. That's how I read code, like this. Tabs. Not image. I'll put some different music on. I hate this. Yeah, what's the next step? Then is to make that, but just stick some different music on for now. It's good coding music, this Venetian snares. Oh. Right, got JavaScript in there, good. So I'm just getting distracted by random things now. Okay, so we need to basically need to have a 50% split. I can't remember. It's been a while since I did it on Bootstrap's, just quickly look it up. I think it's basically let's turn this down a little bit because I can barely hear the sound of my own voice. There, that's better. There's a grid system. Can't remember what that. No, the very basically got a grid system, so you can set how many columns there are. But column SM, that was it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So then, because you want them to be responsive as well, basically. So, basically you want to split it in two. So we'll go first column here. Div class. Actually, I think it's 6, isn't it? If I remember correctly, isn't it? The full width for dealer. It'd be column SM6 because there's 12 rows as a full width row, so it'd be that except 6. Then we want to put half of it in there, other half in here. Shit, I need that again for one half of it. Which half was it? The left hand side. Let's see content here, and then just text. So we'll get some text offline. Lipsum generator. Let's get this is a website I've been coming onto for about 10 years now. Just generating Lipsum. Let's get some P class paragraph. Yeah. Cool, so that's alright. Now I'll just see how that looks. No, it looks. Oh, it doesn't look right because I've done something wrong. Oh, do I have to? Just trying to remember how to do how the grid system works properly because I've not done it for a while. Oh shit! I can't remember if you have to. It's been a while since I did this. A few months at least. No, I don't need that. So I don't remember that should just work. Oh, shit! I don't need that there, dickhead. There you go. That was happening because basically I copied the class across from the class name across from the Bootstrap directory, but I was copying it across with the class reference, so which you don't need because it's the HTML's dealing with that. So yeah, I've got that there. That's there now. Basically, looks. I mean, because that's not working, it's not going to look right. But actually, I might know. Oh, don't wanna. I'll fix that later. So that's that one basically done. It's in the framework. Oh, not that. I've got too many programs open though. Services, and then I just need blah, blah, blah. So we've got services next. It's just another row. Let's get some more space here. Ah. Nope. Okay. What time is it? 6. Services. Just create that there. Oh, I could do this open on the other screen, so that's what I'll do. Makes more sense. Sometimes like these I require 3 screens really, so I'm just looking at the design. There we go, it's better. I've got it on the other screen now, so that's better. So services, and then I just need, I think it's a very Bootstrap specific classes for that kind of thing. So, but basically what I need to do now, I'll just show you quickly. Just give you an idea. Come on. It's just, yeah, 3 like tabbed buttons you can press on basically. So you can do that with Bootstrap. I just need to look it up again, not the class, how to write them, because I can't remember. It's been ages since I used Bootstrap. Well, not ages, but long enough just that I need a little bit of a refresher on my head. Too many tabs open now. I've lost touch of. Let's say. So just looking for, well, I'll show what I'm up to. So I'm just looking for the button component, or not the button component actually, it was, I'll see which one matches actually. So this, you got a lot of these nice layout components which make your life a lot easier. It's not that, it's modal maybe. No, not modal, what am I about? Well, I have to do. I'll just have to. Well, basically, I need to create 3. Yeah, I know what I need to do. I need to do this basically. So what I'm doing now is I want it to be split in 3. So let's go. Fuck off. Do this. Ah, motherfucker. Sorry, bear with me. I swear a lot when I'm coding. That's 4. It's 12 divided by 4. No, 12 divided by 3, sorry. 4. Let's put like, what's in there? Basically, well, actually, no, that's not divided by 3, is it? Well, it's basically so like, well, I have to probably have a, well, it's full width, and then it's got probably using 6. I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, let's just see what it does when if I'm doing that. Just get some image placeholders in there. Just put those in there. That just kind of gives me an idea then. Nope, just gonna put this up right. I think it needs to be, and it also needs to. No, it's not line breaking as well. It's weird. Not line breaking, sorry. It's early in the morning. Can't just leave that like that, I'll just comment it out for now and come back to it. Oh no. What's the word? I'm just trying to remember what the shortcut key on here is to comment out HTML or anything. Ah! Ah! Oh fuck, I was doing this way. Commenting out the code on, we'll deal with it later on. Fix later. So I've got it there anyway, so that div's done. I don't want to spend ages just randomly. Just want to get stuff in there and start doing it. Nah, let's just get the layout in there. Hurry up a bit. Okay, where are we? Portfolio, right, so we've got like a grid of images next, I think, which, yeah, it's going to have to be like a responsive grid of images. No, I'll probably be able to do that in WordPress with something so, yeah, that's going to be basically the posts, where the posts come in, so I'm just going to leave that now. I'll put some container content here because I'm going to have to. It's going to have to all be dynamic when I get this into WordPress. I'm just going to leave it as. I'll start maintaining and commenting on my code a bit more so that I can actually know what I'm actually planning for later on. Oh, fuck's sake! So it makes it easier to understand later on what I'm doing. Just reminders for myself. Row portfolio grid posts grid whatever portfolio grid. Yeah, looks shit, but sort it out in a bit. I'm just putting that basic layout in, and it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just getting everything in, and then I can do all the detail later. Right. Oh, so many tabs open. Right. Okay, let's load more button. Just be the end of that. So we'll just get that as a button for now for Bootstrap, and then I'll have to modify it later on for the look. This button's just button, I think, but I think, yeah, it doesn't need to be a specific class at this point. I'll just put it as primary or something. I want it to be centered too, but there's no point putting that in as obviously that was shit. I need to put in, I think, some kind of yeah, let's put in a col SM6. Yeah. I'm kind of getting worried that I'm putting a bit too many divs. It's becoming a bit just trying to think if there's a better way to do that. Well, that should work now. Yeah, so it's getting the full width, which is good. That's what I wanted to do. Well, it's still the positioning layer. So let's just say and make that a 12, the full grid width, which is 12. So it makes it just responsive on devices as well. Should have mentioned that before. Yeah, it helps with responsiveness. It's got a pre-programmed into the classes in CSS and Bootstrap, which helps. Just one of my main strengths of Bootstrap, really, and the responsiveness of it. It's a responsive first framework, so it's good. Right, where next? Columbus. Okay. I'll end this video, I think, once I've done the layout. I'm basically just going to show how to do a layout for a one-page site, or once I've got it actually looking just like draft format good. Okay, right, so we've got like a counter thing here, so that's going to give us a, what, 12, just counting out there, it's got 12, it's probably about 3 in there, I guess. So I need to have, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Probably if I do it this way. So we want 12 and then just the masonry for it. Ah! Right, and then we just want... I would just... I don't think this is too bad to do it this way. I can't really think of any other way to do it. I mean, if I was... I mean, I'll probably have a loop in there anyway in PHP once I get it to convert it over to... well, not a loop maybe. Well, if it's something like... if it's the same class, then I could do that. I think. Anyway, let's just get this in there. So it wants to be, I think, 4... 3. Let's get a placeholder in some of them. Pillowy mounds of mashed potato. So we've got 6. So 8, 9, 10. Oh no, so that's 6. 12. This is what? 4. 8. 10, 12. So it's equally split out. God damn it. Oh, why is that not working? I need to get it to align horizontally. Oh, it's not actually. Okay. I don't think we've done that right. Alright, let's just create a new block that one. No, that's just going to be a counter anyway. It's not images. I need to get that into text really. Stupid fool. So what is it? I'm just goading myself. Abusing myself. That's what I usually do with web design. Abuse yourself to continue. 57, right. So project. Oh, just fired. It's disgusting. Project complete. Project complete, I guess that is. Complete. Project complete. Project complete. Alright, it's just got like placeholder content. I'll put that in there. There we go. Now I just need to Make that a line. Needs to, well, I mean, it just needs to align to the left, but I don't know why it's not. It should be in scaffolding as far as I know. Unless I've done something wrong. So let's see what happens if I do this. No. That's not even a thing. It exists. Yeah, that's a super idea. Some of the middle ones need to be. Oh no, that's wrong. Put one out there. Let's do this. 4. Got 4 to the right. So this equals 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's not right. It needs to be more like 3, and then so that's 6, 9. 6. This is 9, and then just need the 2 on there. Okay, no, I just need it to align. Oh, no, I don't. I'll sort that out later. I just need to go and get all the divs in first. Then I'll worry about all that stuff. Okay, so this is probably not the best way to do it, but it's the way I'm doing it. Oh, that's basically the same as the one I did before, except the other way around. And with a Jumbotron in there. So let's just get that. This one. There we go. It's the same again. Where you can just copy code, just do it, so it makes your life easier. That is very confusing. Why have I done that? The way I've formatted it is terrible. I am my own worst critic. It's a good thing, I think. To improve, you've got to be critical of yourself. Yeah, it's just really badly formatted. I'll have to reformat this anyway later, but fuck it, just get on with it. Okay. Oh, we're out of coffee. Shit. Right, what am I doing now? So, right, it needs to swap the. That's not needs to be there. Let's see what that's done. Let's see what we do if it wants. Refresh that. Oh, yeah. What was that at the top? I thought I'd done something wrong there. I don't need that there. This needs to be the other way around. Why is there a row there? Oh, that doesn't need to be there. I don't know why it's there. Alright, let's swap this around. Basically, it's just the one. Save. That's better. And this is very rough, obviously, at the minute. I'm just trying to get everything. I'll have to do the margins and stuff on there. Let's get this thing set right in a bit. I'm going to have a Jumbotron in there instead, so I'll get the Jumbotron code in there. From Bootstrap. Jumbotron. Boom. I mean, obviously, for this job, I could have just downloaded a theme and modified it into a child theme, but I want to improve my own coding and get more into the yeah, just do a class Jumbotron. That's easy enough to remember. And so I'll try and make my own themes now instead of just doing a child theme and using someone else's code and modifying it a bit. I mean, that sometimes is coding, but it's not as fun. It's a div content here. Oh. I'm just going to have an image in there, image placeholder. How do you fit in the content for that again? I can't remember actually. Oh yeah, so it's just. Oh, it's not Jumbotron, is it? Idiot. Sorry. Completely ignore what I just said. It's carousel, was it? Yeah. So yeah. It's been a while since I did any of this, like I said. Digital content. DVD, carousel, blah 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 blah. Jumbotron. Just copying this across because it's the easiest way to do it. That's most of coding, is just copying stuff over from. Well, not just copying. Obviously, you need to occasionally have original ideas too. Okay. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's a lot of code there, a lot of it. Fucking just copy it across. Let's just get it from the Bootstrap. This is not from the Bootstrap source code, I'll just get it from the original. Because Bootstrap's updated as well, so they might be out of date now. Carousel over here. Let's go for this. Oh my god, there's so much of it. No, I don't want to. Fuck it. Blah blah blah. This is just pretty bloaty, that, but I don't want to. I'm just creating the basic one now. Okay. Don't know why the controls aren't working. Okay, it's just getting put in those placeholder images, see if that works. It comes up. Nope. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just get the source of that image, which is that. So that doesn't need the class so much. You can add that class in there as a one if you want. I think it probably handles it though, so it's probably right. He's already got a class. Yeah, it's already got a class, so it doesn't matter for the content. Save. In theory, yeah, there we go. It's just the same image, so it just looks the same. But that's that bit done. I'll just check that it's working actually, because it's the same image. Get a different image in there. I'll put something silly in there, like I don't know, Bruce Campbell. Go in. No idea why. Just the first thing that came into my head. Just check it works. That's all I'm doing. Whatever. Just whatever. Oh, maybe it's not working then. We have to modify the something here. Oh, PNG, that's why. JPEG. Give me some JPEG, baby. Right, okay, we'll copy that. Ah, refresh. Make sure it's refreshed. Yeah, good. For fuck's sake. Just double check that. Properties. Here's a JPEG file. Bruce Campbell. Let's call it Bruce instead. It's easier. Just annoying a name. Bruce. Blah blah blah, carousel, blah blah blah, images background, blah blah blah. Oh, come on. Anyway, I'll just modify that later. I'm just doing the base layout now. Well, there's probably a better way to do that, but I'm just getting all the base kind of code in there at the minute, so I've got this framework to work from, or foundation to work from, I guess. Right. That's not going to be in there anymore. Oh, shut up. Okay, so there's another div here. I don't think the client's bit's needed anymore, so that's fine. Actually, does that need to be a separate div? Probably not. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it can just be within here. So just before this, have any questions? Or need a consultation? Then we'll just have another button here. It's gonna have to be split. Another button. Button type button. Oh, shit. Contact us now. Sort some of this out. This is that column there. So, I just want to do this is the last. Looks like a footer class basically in it. So that looks like. Okay, so we want. Okay, I'm just looking at the design here just to get an idea what the foot class is going to be like. It's basically 8 and then 2 on the sides for empty classes. Or I mean, I suppose instead of doing the empty, there's 2 ways of doing that. I suppose. I think the way I'm doing it is a bit silly, really, in a way. But, well, I don't know if it's silly, but what do I really want to get? I mean, I could obviously do. I forget. Yeah, I could do a row, then do 4, and then center them some more. Center them with CSS, custom CSS. I might do that instead. That'll probably be better. A more efficient way of doing it. Just get this because it's similar. Block of code. I want to start annotating the code next so that I can remember what the fuck I've done. Nope. 6, yeah. So I'm at 12. Wow. What? I saved that. Yeah. It was not working. It should come up. Oh yeah, it is. It's just okay. Well, that. I'm just gonna get that working here, and then I'm just gonna end it. Then it's basic. Very. It's not nowhere near finished, but it gives you a bit of an idea of creating some scaffolding for projects, how to do that. And it's like I said, there's parts of it I need to finish off and tidy up, but it gives you a basic idea once I've got that running, working proper. Some bits missing, but I'll work on that later. This has been pretty raw video, obviously, because I'm just scripting without editing. Okay. coding without editing, really. It's not scripting. Just put some lip sum in there. Test content in there because it doesn't really matter. It does not matter. Whatever. Oh, okay. Let's just create that as 100% width. And I need to annotate my code. And I'm going to leave it for a while. Getting confusing to read now because of the mistakes I made in the tabbing earlier on. This is bad. I'll leave that there. Sorted. Fine. That's the menu. Oh yeah. So I think I just need to create this as 12. 12. There's a scaffolding in there. This is full width on this grid. Div. No, don't do that. Thank you. Oh, what? That should be fine. What, mate? I don't know why that's not full width thing. No, width. There you go. It needs to be a width instead of a max width, as it won't work. So yeah, that's all I need to do, but I don't know how to modify that without. Why is it max width? Let's modify that with a class. I don't really want to do that, but I'll just do it anyway. Full width. Width 100%. It's a bit of a hack, but fuck it. That should work. Oh, maybe it won't. Oh, it's not even saved it. What? It's not even picking up anything. It's picking up the old. Alright. Try to clear my cache sometimes. Sometimes that just doesn't pick up stuff. Oh, come on, mate. I just fucking saved it, you fucking stupid thing. File fucking save, mofo. What is this bullshit? Oh, but. Oh, fucking dickhead. Wrong one. Call myself dickhead then. Oh, fuck off. What? That's what it is, isn't it? Call it that. Full width. Full width. That's the class, yes. That should just work. Yeah, fucking work. Well, that's being picked up, so it's not that. So what? What is it still insisting on picking up the other class? Yeah, it's there. Oh, fuck. What? Oh yeah, I need to apply it on the image, that's why. I think it's, is it image? Come on. It's not even applying that class. Shit. Oh. Just got a class on there, just apply that to any element that's put to. There's a special way to do it on images, I can't remember. Image CSS class. I thought this is the way you do it. I can't remember. That isn't being applied, which is pissing me off now. Mother, god damn it. Anyway, fuck it, I'll leave it like that for now. I've got the scaffolding in, I just need to do a lot of positioning and messing around now to get it. But as you see, like, there's some fixes to do still, like that needs to be aligned to the right, need to do all this, I need to do a lot of spacing issues on that, actually, little positioning of elements. This needs to be the full width, this is, okay, that's done 2 columns, that needs sorting out of post when it actually gets into the WordPress. I've just left it like that because that'll just all be handled by WordPress, probably like a little plugin or something. Project's complete, that needs sorting out a bit, that's done. That's basically done, it just needs to be full width, and then yeah, that was just a basic, that was a kind of modelled kind of like overview of how to do scaffolding and how to just do layout prototyping in Bootstrap. I hope you found that informative. It's not been perfect, this tutorial. I could have done some parts better, I didn't really. This is just, yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably do another tutorial for this when it comes to turning it into a WordPress, converting it into a WordPress template, or maybe when well, I've got to do this work pretty soon, so I'll get it. I'll do the next one when. Yeah, when I'm ready to convert it to WordPress, I've got to just go through it. So, thanks for watching. It's probably not been so entertaining, but educational, perhaps. In a bit, mate.